What's going on, guys? It's Mogs here. I'm here to make another video. To be honest, this is something I'm gonna do live. I usually use voiceovers and stuff like that, so this is one of my first times that I'm gonna go ahead and try and use a full video or record a full video while speaking live. So bear with us, guys. I'm not as fluent with it as some other YouTubers and stuff like that, because I haven't been doing it for that long. But we win or we learn, so that's my goal. Anyway, this video is about Ultimate Team. So it's my favorite mode in FIFA. I know a lot of people love to play Be a Pro, and while others play Ultimate Team. That's after you finish career mode, and which is also another popular game mode in FIFA. And it's also one of my favorites. Like what I said in one of my other videos, it's my favorite way to get to know a new FIFA. So obviously there's a new FIFA coming out every year, and you're not going to be able to be at the same or be as good as you were in the previous FIFA on the new FIFA. So I usually use career mode to try and catch me up and try and get used to the game, the new game functions, the new sort of interface, and the new sort of dynamics of the new FIFA. So yeah, after I do career mode, I'm on to Ultimate Team straight away, and it's just my favorite mode. And the reason for that is because you're playing against people online, and I'm a very competitive guy, so I love to play people, and you love to win obviously, but you don't win everything at the same time. But at the same time, there's like so many dynamics to it. I'm gonna take you through them. I'm gonna try to take you through them, but yeah, it's like some of them are like the packs, just like the thrill you get out of opening a new pack, and the possibility of getting a 91 rated Bruno Fernandes, as you can see on the screen there. And it's that's one of them. Another one is playing online and increasing your position on divisions. There's a lot to it, so that's why it's one of my favorite game modes. So this is just gonna basically be a basic walkthrough of like how to start an Ultimate Team, and hopefully I want to try and make this a series. So I'll be doing a lot of videos on my specific Ultimate Team, and just take you guys through like me playing, and we'll go on a journey together hopefully, and try and make some fun videos out of it, and yeah, try and achieve some goals really. Yeah, so the first thing you're gonna see when you open up is this screen. This is, to be honest, FIFA 21 screen for FIFA Ultimate Team for me is a bit more confusing than FIFA 20. FIFA 20 had everything there, like you had My Club, you can access your players a lot easier. You just go into My Club, and you go into like search items and that sort of thing, so it's a lot more straightforward. Whereas with this one, you've got like all the players you have. If you see on the screen there, at the bottom of the screen, you've got stadium, and then you've got the left analog stick icon, and then you've got squad. So to see your team, you have to hold the L button down, the left analog stick down, sorry, and then you come on to this screen, which is an image of your team and your first squad, squad that you've selected, your main squad. And then to see your actual players in your club, you gotta press R1, and then it takes you here. So I've got some decent players here, to be honest, but as if you play Ultimate Team already, it's all about chemistry and finding the right balance for a team. So this is for me what I found works. Do you know what I mean? So far, within like what I'm able to get. Obviously everyone would love to have Mbappe up front, or Mohamed Salah on the right, and or Messi or Ronaldo and all of that, but they cost a lot of money. I ain't got a lot of money, but I'm not broke on FIFA Ultimate Team. I got 150k if you look at the top left there, and I got some decent assets in the squad, so I can sell some and try and make some more money if I wanted to. But yeah, so basics we said, so let's talk about the basics. What I usually do when I first open up my FIFA Ultimate Team, I try and get as many easy packs as I can. So the way I do that is by well, in this FIFA 21, it was, you have to go to objectives, you select that, and then you just go to foundation. So you're here, If you're not already highlighted on foundations, you might be at objectives. You press the L1 and R1 button to move around, so you just press R1 until you get to foundations. And then yeah, there's just like basic SBCs that you have to do. I don't know if you guys are familiar with SBCs, but that is the best way to get good packs throughout the full FIFA 21. Like, it's not just in the beginning. You can get sick packs and sick players that will help you increase your team and get better players and stuff like that, and just increase how good your team is really, and by completing these SBCs. So I'm gonna make another video actually on SBCs, because it's a whole nother sort of mode in FIFA Ultimate Team, which also I like to do, which is one of the reasons I like Ultimate Team. So yeah, I'm not gonna go too much into it now, but yeah, so basically these objectives. So for example, you're gonna go positioning, just complete basic objectives, and read what it says. So for example, you can get a reward 150 coins here for completing that one. This one you'll get a gold reward pack, which you might have a few decent players. This is a consumables pack, but there's bare of them. There's so many that if you complete them, you're gonna get off. You're gonna hit Suarez the thing. So hit the ground running and boom, be able to get better a lot quicker and get a better team much quicker. And yeah, so that's one avenue of the basics in Ultimate Team. Another one would be just play games, to be honest with you. So these are the game modes. You've got squad battles, you've got division rivals, which I play a lot. And in division rivals, you get new packs every week, so you have to complete. In FIFA 21, it's 30 games I think that you have to complete in a week, and in 30 games, however many you win or however many points you get, put you in a certain ranking. So let's go into the rankings. These are the different rankings. So right now at this moment in time, if you get 660 points and above, you're in rank 4. For rank 4, you can get these are the rewards. So 25k. Yeah, that's the first option. You've got another option of getting one rare Electrum players pack, prime mixed players pack, and 75 FUT champs points. I'll go into what that is in a bit. But yeah, so it's just like better rankings, and if you keep playing, you're gonna eventually end up at least here, because even if you lose all your games, I think you still end up here, because you've played the sort of 30 games limit sort of thing. So the more games you play, the more points you make, and you get about, I think, 300 points for losing, about, I think, 450 500 points for winning. It depends on what rank you are in divisions as well. I'm ranked in division 3, but listen, this is a disclaimer and a side note here. My internet is so crap, and there's so many games. You lot obviously might say, you know, excuses and whatever, but and I don't usually make excuses, but listen, bro, my internet is so whack. It's just, you know. Anyway, I'm at division 3, and so I get you know, some decent points per win. Division 2 obviously you get better, and division 1 you get more points. So that's how that works. And then end of the week, Wednesday I think it is, you stop playing Wednesday 4 a.m. for 4 a.m. I'd say Thursday, innit? Because that'll be the next day. So 4 a.m. you stop playing it, and you get your rewards for your divisions. Now if you play enough and so what happens is, you play, you get points for your division ranking, and you also get points towards qualifying for the FUT Champions Weekend League, which is so like another fun mode where you get to play the best players as well as get some banging rewards, because you end up getting some crazy packs and crazy you know, like coins that you can get 65k for doing nothing, basically, you know, winning 14 games out of 30. So if you're an average FIFA player, you can get 65k every week, and you know, 2 or 3 weeks you can buy a really good player. So that's just one avenue, that's one stream of sort of bringing in the FUT coins. And then, you know, you do the SBCs, that's another stream of bringing in coins of, you know, if you don't like the players, you sell them, or if you might get good players in the packs, you never know. And also objectives and that sort of thing, as well as playing actual games. And yeah, so But this one is the most lucrative probably for me, that I like to play, and the most competitive as well, because it's like a cup tournament, cup competition, where you play, and if you're drawing at the end of the game, like there has to be a winner. And in rivals, it's more like the league, whereas the FUT Champions Weekend League is like the Champions League or the Europa League or a cup competition where there has to be a winner. So if you don't win at the end of the 90 minutes, you're going to extra time. You're going to penalties if you're still drawing at the end of extra time, which makes it more intense and makes it more fun, to be honest with you. And I know not everyone that plays FIFA plays Ultimate Team, which is mad to me, because this is what makes it exciting for me. Like little things like that, like these intense games that you get in FUT Champions and that sort of thing. But I know Be a Pro is real fun as well, but not as fun as FIFA Ultimate Team for me. Another game mode is squad battles. So you go into that. I don't usually play these, if I'm honest, because I hate playing against the computer. The reason I play FIFA is to play against people online, and to do the SBCs, if I'm honest. But this is another banging avenue to bring in coins and to get packs, like easy packs. It's the same principle with division rivals as well as FUT Champions League. You play games every throughout the week, and then I think this one you get the packs on Monday, so you complete certain objectives. Like for example, you play against people's squads that they've created. This lady Tony Duggan, who has created her own squad that you have to play. Then you choose your difficulty, and then you play X amount of games in these, X amount of squads that have been created, and then you end up with the packs at the end of it. So depending on the points that you get. So yeah, that's another nice way to make some FIFA guala. I like this one as well, to be honest with you. Online draft. I've got one FIFA Ultimate Team draft entry which I forgot about, but you can go in there and get some quick packs. But it usually costs 15k to enter into it. And yeah, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play a game. Actually, we're gonna play a game. Yeah, this is a little surprise sort of thing, because I wasn't even expecting to do this. But I'm gonna take you through the FIFA Ultimate Team draft. How about that? Yeah, don't say I didn't do nothing for you lot. Now the way to usually enter this is you can enter with 15k. if you look at the bottom left of the screen, or bottom right, you can enter with 300 FIFA points, which obviously you go on PlayStation Store, the Xbox Live Store, and you get the FIFA points, buy the FIFA points, and you can enter that way as well if you like. Me personally, I've got a draft token, which is the third way to enter. These are very rare. You get them in some packs, and it just gives you a free entry into the draft. So I'm gonna take you lot through my first game. So this is probably gonna be about a 30-minute video. Let's see what happens, but yeah, let's do this. So take you through this little game mode here. So what happens first is you have to choose a formation. Now this isn't like playing a team where you've custom built, where you're buying your own players and that sort of thing, like how it is on a usual, on how Ultimate Team is, or career mode, or anything. This is something where you get dealt the cards that you're given, and you have to use them to the best of your ability, which for me makes it a bit more exciting. So, but you come out with some wild cards, like you get icons that you wouldn't have in your squad because they're so hard to get. Like Ronaldinho will probably be £2 million, 2 million FUT coins. But you'd be able to play with them in this mode because, like I said, you get what you're given. So they might be really good, they might be really bad, and usually you get a mixture. So you get some really top players, or you get some really crap players, and then you just have to try and mix and match and see what's best for you. Sometimes you get all crap, sometimes you get all good. So let's see what happens. So yeah, this is the first step. I'm going to choose a formation that I think works for me. You guys have to do the same obviously when you're playing it. I like to use a little bit of width, so I can't use this one. This one's too central for me. This one might work. I don't usually like going 3 centre backs at the back and relying on my wing backs for the width. I think we're gonna go for this one. Yeah, I like a DM usually, but I usually like a striker rather than a false 9, but it's not that deep. Alright, so this is how it works. You have to first of all choose a captain. As you can see on the top there, you get 5 choices, and yeah, so these are my 5 choices. Obviously I'm gonna go with De Bruyne. This guy's ridiculously good. I can't believe how good this guy is sometimes. I'm a United fan personally, so some of the things he does pisses me off. Right, so this is what I was talking about before. You either get some super good players or you get some really bad ones. Now in this situation here, I've got some really good players, but what you also need to pay attention to is your chemistry in the game. So if your chemistry is bad, the chemistry is created by choosing players that are familiar with each other. So the guidelines are, if you have choose players in your squad that link up according to nationality, it's going to be a decent chemistry. If you get them linked up according to this, to league, they play in the same league, then again you're going to get decent chemistry. If they play in the same team, you're going to get very good chemistry. And if they play in the same league as well as being the same nationality, then you're going to get very, very good chemistry. If there's none of these that apply, then your team's not going to be as fluid and as fluent as you want it to be. So for me, I mean, I've seen some people that have some super good players but end up getting smacked 6-0 because they can't really do much with it. You've got no runs off the ball. There's not really much you can do with people that aren't with teammates that don't gel properly. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't know, I want to get Harry Kane would be the most sensible option, but Ronaldo looks so good, and so does Dybala, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, 91 pace. So if you notice here as well on the cards, I don't know if I know I didn't mention this as a matter of fact, but each card for players has a specific number of stats. Now Harry Kane is usually a really slow player, but if you pay attention to his stats, there's 6 stats on this card. First one is 91 pace. Harry Kane with 91 pace isn't a guy you play around with, so he's getting put straight into my team. Alright, so straight away, best card that I've been offered is Mohamed Salah, and it works for me, and it works for my squad, so we're doing that. Left wing position, so this is where it gets a bit techie, you know what I mean? Like, you've got Hazard there, but you've also got Mane, so to be honest, this was a pretty straightforward decision. Good for chemistry, good and fun to play with, so it's getting added straight into my team. Same thing here, I've got Wijnaldum, big fan of Wijnaldum, so I'm gonna add him to my team. Who's gonna be my CDM? McTominay, one of my favourite players at the moment, if I'm honest. Alright, let's go to the left back. Who are we gonna get? Oh yes, no one's got pace. What I like to look at for my wingers, strikers, as well as defenders, is pace. So I haven't really got anyone pacey here other than Mendy, and to be honest, his pace is decent, but he works for the link as well, so we're just going to use him. Alright, so I haven't been offered any good players here, so this is a good example of being offered a crap selection of players. Well, obviously in real life they're decent because they're professionals, but I mean FIFA wise they're not that great. So what it is what you usually do is just select whatever works for your chemistry. So this guy plays for West Ham, so I'm going to select him, and then you can, don't forget, you've got all of these selections that you have to all of these positions that you have to select as well. So you might get another good centre back, you might get other positions. There's still quite a bit to go. Okay, so I've got 2 not great centre backs. Not really much works for my team right now. These guys. Alright, I'm just gonna select this guy. Who's my right back gonna be? So we got João Cancelo. He's decent, to be honest. His pace is alright as well. So, and he's from the Premier League, so easy choice. Alright, I haven't really got any great goalkeepers there. Let's see, I'll just use Kepa for the chemistry for now. Alright, so as you can see guys, this is the first position in the substitution out of the bench. So I've got Romero for example, yeah, but he's 80, but then I've got ter Stegen who's 90, and I've got Courtois who's 90 as well. So what am I going to do really? Of course I'm going to have to select one of these 90 players. So what I'm looking at now is the stats. So Courtois got 86 diving, ter Stegen 88, so it's pretty similar. Reflexes both 90. Positioning 86, 88 is pretty similar as well. But Courtois' handling is 90, so that is super useful. But then ter Stegen's kicking is 88. To be honest, I don't really use my goalkeepers like that for kicking. So we're going to go with Courtois. Let's see what happens here. Alright, second option of my bench. Another crap selection of, not crap, but not great. Right. Okay. Van Aanholt left back. You know what? I think we're gonna select him. Yeah. He's actually pretty pacey as well. So we're gonna select him instead of switching around with Mendy. And away we go. This is the most fun bit because you get icons sometimes, and how you're gonna ignore an icon unless it's for a very, very good player. You know what, actually? But you also have to pay, like for me, I'm trying to pay attention to my squad as well. So I know I have McTominay as much as I like him, but you've got this beast sitting right here. And to be fair, I've got De Bruyne already, so I don't know. See, this is where it gets a bit techie. Fabinho. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go with Fabinho. Yep. Some of you are probably slating me right now, but you know what? It is what it is. Oh yeah, I got another icon though. Am I gonna pass up 2 icons? You know what? I need a winger anyway. No. I'm gonna get Seedorf for the bench. But Rashford's one of my favourite guys right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Seedorf. Let's do it. Alright. Let's see what's next. No one amazing really that can add to my team. So we'll just select anyone. Same thing again. Just select, yeah. Right, see, this is where it gets a bit like nervy because I ain't got good centre backs right now, and I need good centre backs. I might have to be creative in the end, but let's see what happens. Alright, so should we get a decent? I've already got. Excuse me guys if you heard that, that was a little bit. I don't think I'm getting centre backs, guys. You know what? I might just have to have him on the bench. I'll put him on mid-game. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm just gonna probably use wing backs for the middle. Sancho looks fun, but he's not helping my chemistry. Yeah, I'm just gonna use Pereira. It's the only thing I can do. Yeah. Alright. So let's just select the manager. So what you want to do as well is pay attention to where they're from and where they manage. So what I like to do, I just select them, press square, and you preview what they can add to your team. So if you don't hear that sound that you've been hearing throughout this video, then they haven't added anything. Alright, we're just gonna go with a Portuguese lad then, innit? This guy looks a little bit funky now. Alright, cool. Jorge. Maybe Scottish. We go with the Scottish lad, innit? Alright, so this is a little summary of my FUT draft selection. Best forward I've got Harry Kane. Best midfielder De Bruyne. Best defender slash keeper is Courtois. So I've got all of them in my starting 11, which is pretty good. My team chemistry is 96, so that's pretty decent. I usually like it 100, but 96 is really good as well, to be honest. My team rating is 85, which isn't that high, to be honest, for the ultimate team draft. Usually you're working with like 87, 88, but 85. But I've also got a really good mix of chemistry, and I've got a decent formation, so I'm happy with that. I've got the most players I have. The team that I have the most players from is Liverpool, and I'm a Man United fan, so but we gotta give it up to them at the moment. They're doing bits. Premier League players 15, and Netherlands is where I have most of my selection from. So this is my draft record. Don't pay attention to it, like I told you before. My internet is very, very bad. Alright, we're gonna edit the lineup, try and see what works best for us. Wait, I think I can actually use Fabinho as a centre back. Yes, I think I can. So what you want to notice is, if you look at Fabinho, just underneath his card is the icon as well, and it says CB, set for centre back here. If, for example, I switch him, you just pay attention to the fact that it's yellow, yeah? If you look at Wijnaldum now, underneath his icon it says CM, but it's green, which means you're getting the most chemistry out of this person in this position. If I move him with Courtois, for example, you'll see underneath both cards the icon is the icon for the position is red, which means this is a terrible decision. Don't do this. So obviously I'm not going to do that anyway, but yeah, so because it's yellow, it means it's a decent idea. It's a decent fix, so I can just do that. We all know Fabinho is decent at centre back, and it's not breaking my team. It's not creating any bad links. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, we sacrificed 3 team chemistry, but I think it's worth it because the state of our centre backs was absolutely terrible. Right, if I have Ricardo Pereira next to Fabinho, then we only lose 1 chemistry, which is also I'm alright with. So that's what we're gonna go with. Yeah. So we managed to get a decent fix for our problem there. We don't really have any good wingers on the bench, innit? That's mad. What am I gonna do? We'll get Pulisic on there. Pulisic, even though he's an 81 rated card, he's really fun to play with. Like another one is Saint Maximin. He's so fun to play with when you're dribbling down the wing. He's not very strong, but you know, if you know how to use him, your opponent won't really get next to you. Right, we'll get another midfielder in there. Do you know what? I'm switching Dumfries with Mendy. Yeah. Yeah. There's no comparison when you look at the stats, to be honest. Don't know why he's only 83. Alright, cool. So this is our team. Alright guys, you know what? It's 30 minutes into this video. Time has completely flown past. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play the game, but I'm gonna record it on another video. So we're still gonna watch the video. You're still gonna be able to watch the video. It's just gonna be on another video. I'm gonna put the link at the bottom. And yeah, so go over to that video if you want to see how the game goes. And yeah, thanks for listening, thanks for subscribing guys. I hope you're not going to be part of my journey moving forward. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so please like and subscribe, and I'll see you lot soon. Thanks, peace.